station. And not this Sunday, but last Sunday, Mississippi found its way to the Grammy Awards. Delta State alumni was recognized for a recording Grammy-winning album. And joining us to tell us a little bit more is Audrianna Johnson. Hey, Audrianna.
Hi.
Congratulations, girlfriend.
Thanks so much.
Well, this has to be a whirlwind for you. I know it was super exciting. By the way, you look stunning on the red carpet there at the Grammy Awards. Tell us sort of your connection to the big win.
Could you repeat that for me?
Yeah, tell us about your connection to the Urban Hymnal, the album that won.
You said how am I connected?
Yes, ma'am.
I was the recording engineer through Southern Baptist and Temple. So that's how I was connected. So, I was working with Temple, and the opportunity to engineer was there for me. So.
Which is really cool, which goes to show that there's a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes to create an album. It's not always just the artists who make it a big success. So when it comes to like engineering an album, Audrianna, like walk us through a little bit of what that looks like. What does that mean you do?
A lot of times it calls for having to record multiple times to get the perfect take. But also not deleting anything because you might need it, or sometimes, let's see, it really depends on the song too. With this being a marching band, of course, it took a lot longer. We recorded over 200 students. So it was a pretty long process, and once all of the recordings were done with the horn line, we would go record, the artists, and after production is done, you go into mixing and mastering.
Sounds like a lot of work, and it sounds like a lot of people enjoyed it. The product obviously caught the attention of those that, mattered, at least in the terms of voting for the Grammys, because the actual album, the Urban Hymnal, from the Tennessee State University's Aristocrat of Bands, they won the Best Roots Gospel Album, which I think is really cool. But you got your roots or got your started, I guess, in education when it came to music management or engineering there at Delta State. When were you a student at Delta State?
Actually, I became a student at Delta State in 2012. I was a nursing student, so I was a nursing major for 3 years, and I had actually left Delta State for a year, and I came back to do music. Previously, I had actually started recording myself around the age of 12, so I had already pretty much had some experience with recording. But going to the DMI, it definitely it broadened my understanding of what I was doing, and it made me a lot better.
Well, that's quite a career shift, going from nursing to a music major and then finding yourself as a Grammy award-winning, engineer or for an album that won the Grammy. So in terms of did DMI, were they able to teach you how to engineer? Was that kind of like your course load, or was that something you just sort of learned, going through the motions?
Initially, I went to the DMI to learn how to record myself because I myself am an artist. Even within the program, I ended up switching over. I did audio engineering for 2 years, and I switched over to business. So I actually received my degree in the business part rather than audio engineering. But with the program, we are required to take other parts of the program. Like, for instance, as an audio engineering student, I still had to take business classes. So it was kind of, I had the best of both worlds, you can say. And under Travis Calvin, I learned how to record more properly and mix and master more properly.
Which obviously you were able to utilize those skills for when you got the opportunity to work with the aristocrat of bands there at the Tennessee State University. So, how did you find out about the potential Grammy? I mean, you obviously got the invitation to go there that night of. When did you find out that your work may have been was up for an award?
I believe it was in November when we found out that we were nominated. It was very exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time because we had put in so much work to get the album done and to, get people to start paying attention to HBCUs.
Absolutely.
So it was breathtaking and awarding. It felt victorious.
So it was. I mean, you walked away. You guys were a winner. What was it like finding out you won the Grammy? Or your project won the Grammy?
It was amazing, honestly. It felt as though we were crossing the finish line. You're a runner and you've been running this race, and finally you get across the line. So it's like you're tired, but it's victorious at the same time. So it was worth it.
If we wanted to listen to the album, the Urban Hymnal, how would we go about doing that, Audrianna?
It's on all streaming platforms, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. It's pretty much everywhere.
And how about your own music? You mentioned you're an artist yourself. How would you describe yourself as a singer or a songwriter, or where can we find some of your work?
You can find some of my work on YouTube under Audrey. I'm actually working on rebranding myself as an artist, but the music that I do have out is more so like it's very inspirational. It's like gospel rap, which is the lane I'm pretty much going to stick in, but it'll be a little different this time around.
Oh, that's very interesting. I know my daughter would probably really enjoy listening to that as well. Do you come back and visit DMI often, or your fellows there at Delta State?
I plan to. I don't visit as often as I'd like, but I do talk to a lot of my friends there, and I try to stay in touch.
Well, it's Grenada's home for you, correct, Audrianna?
Well, actually, Gulfport is home for me, but I still visit Grenada a lot.
Well, you can just, you know what? All of Mississippi accepts you, Audrianna. You're from the top to the bottom and everywhere in between. And we're just so proud to see a Mississippian win a Grammy for such great work. And then also highlighting, the good opportunity there at Delta State through the DMI program. So if you've got anyone listening that's got kids interested in the music business or likes to play around, with music and engineering on their iPhone or whatever it may be, GarageBand, what do you say about looking there as an opportunity for further education?
Well, personally speaking, I can speak from my experience from the DMI. They have definitely given me several opportunities. I've been an all-star band member, so I was able to actually go and perform on top of the Grammy Museum in the year 2017. The year before that, I had the opportunity to go to the White House to visit, and it's just a lot of opportunities that they have. And the DMI also has some of the best recording gear there. So I would advise anyone who is looking to go forth in the music business to go to school there and take advantage of the opportunities that they give.
Well, Audrianna, are you going to come back to good things when you win your second Grammy or your second project wins a Grammy? You're always welcome back.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, good luck to you, girl. Again, congratulations. You look stunning on the red carpet. Super jealous, but I hope it was not a once in a lifetime event for you. So you keep in touch, okay?
Thanks so much.
All righty, you guys stick with us. We got movies with Tanya.